Let's go.
What's up, guys? Welcome to another edition of our Dynasty Spotlight series here at Masters Fantasy Football. Next up on our list, the 77th pick in the NFL Draft. That's round 3. Los Angeles Chargers selected Josh Palmer at the University of Tennessee. 6'1", 210, decent size. How are we feeling about Josh Palmer?
I like Josh Palmer a lot, actually. I really like this destination too. I know there was a lot of people in the the draft media, those draft analysts. A lot of people were really high on Josh Palmer.
Yeah.
And I think he's a very talented player. He can do a lot for your team, and I think he's going to a really good situation for him. Honestly, I think this is like a make or break year for Mike Williams. I would say if he's not able to stay on the field and produce, I think Josh Palmer's just going to slide right in and kind of take his spot.
Yeah.
And, that's a great opportunity. He's got that chance to be paired with a young quarterback in Justin Herbert. Obviously, Keenan Allen's going to take the lion's share of the targets. But, this is a great opportunity, and a guy that was drafted in the 3rd round that'll probably go late in your rookie drafts that you can get, and it could be a little bit of a lottery ticket, similar to guys we've talked about in the past, like the David Johnsons and whatnot that go 3rd rounds but have a decent shot to make an impact right away. So, overall, yeah, I like his game. I like the situation. So when it comes to a rookie draft, Al, where do you see yourself taking a Josh Palmer here?
So, yeah, I do like Josh Palmer a lot, too, for a lot of the reasons you said. I think mid to late second is where
Yeah, I would agree with that. It's been a
maybe late
wide
second.
range.
Yeah.
We've seen like mid-second to like early 3rd.
Yeah.
Which is totally understandable. It's a little bit up in the air. He's kind of in a messy depth chart right now. But we had some real no-name guys for the Chargers making plays last year and producing at a high level when Mike Williams was out. So I think Palmer's got a pretty clear path to success as long as he's able to stay healthy. If Mike Williams has his same issues, I love Palmer to produce there. So I totally agree. I could see myself taking him middle of the 2nd round, especially if I needed a receiver.
Sure.
So I think he could produce from the get-go.
Yeah. Can I throw some little fun facts in here?
Yeah, I'd love that. Yeah.
So I know you'll once I say the school, you'll know a lot of these alumni. But
Sure.
he went to, do you know what high school he went to?
No, not high school.
So he went to St. Thomas Aquinas in Fort Lauderdale, Florida.
Okay.
Let me just throw off some names of NFL players who also went to this high school. We got
churning out real talent.
Geno Atkins, Giovanni Bernard, Joey Bosa, Nick Bosa, Hall of Famer Michael Irvin, Philip Dorsett.
Yeah, maybe you've heard of him.
The list goes on. LaMarcus Joyner. Just tons of NFL talent has come from this high school. Now, tons of people have gone to that high school and not turned out to be NFL talent.
Right.
But
more so than
yeah.
not. But
but so it's a interesting little fact that maybe he's got some good juju on his side.
Yeah, I like to think so.
Juju Smith-Schuster did not go there, unfortunately.
Yeah,
but
no,
so not that much juju on his side.
Yeah,
but,
not that much. Yeah.
Another thing I like about the situation too is Jalen Guyton was a guy who actually got a ton of playing time as a rookie,
right?
And really didn't do that much. And then they went out and they drafted Josh Palmer. And I think the GM and the head coach have already gone out and said, "Oh, we got big plans for." So I think there's a very good chance he immediately overtakes Jalen Guyton, gets a ton of snaps and 3 wide receiver sets like Jalen Guyton did last year, And yeah, with a quarterback like Justin Herbert and an offense like that, yeah, he could score some fantasy points.
Absolutely.
And then, Mike Williams is a guy we've talked about before where, he might not get that next contract extension in LA. So maybe he's the number 2 to Keenan Allen in just over a year.
Yeah,
so,
and it could happen with his history of injury. It could happen in the middle of the season.
Exactly.
So that's where I feel like it's a little different with some of these guys we've talked about because, you can justify keeping him on your roster even though he might not be starting right away.
Yeah.
But he's more than likely going to have a role, and that role could progressively grow over the season, especially if Mike Williams kind of continues down the same path.
And Keenan Allen's been known to miss some games too with injury. So
it's
not
out
of
of the
the
getting any younger either.
Yeah, so I think he very well will see some targets as early as his rookie year, and then especially going into year 2, year 3. I think Josh Palmer's a name you're going to hear, and I think he has different paths to fantasy relevance. Will it for sure happen? No, nothing's a for sure in the 3rd round, but real chance. I like it.
Definitely.
Optimistic. Yeah.
Yes, the opportunity's there, and that's part of the game when it comes to fantasy football. So excited about his opportunity in LA. I don't know. Do you want to talk about any? Can you think of any guys that you take?
So I'm going to throw out one. Yeah. Mike Williams or Josh Palmer.
I'd rather have Josh Palmer.
I agree, and I think I think the Chargers would too. I think
Yeah,
I think that's why they
drafted him.
exactly. So yeah, I think there's some guys like Mike Williams out there. Trying to think some other veterans who've just kind of this guy a little different, like a Robbie Anderson.
Yeah, I'd
Josh
probably
Palmer?
take Josh Palmer.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, so I think there's a lot of those types of receivers where maybe you'll in
How
your
about Brandon Cooks? He's one,
ooh, that's interesting.
but he's also
Yeah,
has his own issues and whatnot.
it's true. I'm still gonna go with Cooks because
Okay.
he's younger than he should be.
Yeah,
And still just puts
Yeah,
out 1,000.
feels like
yard
he's like
guys.
40
Yeah,
and
but
he's-
he's like not even
yeah.
that old, and he just puts out 1,000-yard receiving seasons like no other. But
Yeah.
that's an interesting one for sure because who knows if Cooks will ever hit 1,000 again. But
What about Will Fuller?
ooh, I'm gonna go Will Fuller.
Okay.
What about
All
you?
right, so we've drawn the line here.
Yeah, there's a line, but we like Josh Palmer.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Definitely someone I'm interested in for sure.
All right, that's all I got.
Yeah, that's all I got as well. So as always, mastersfantasyfootballleagues.com, the premier destination for Dynasty Fantasy Football and really anything. You know, best commissioners in the world. You'll have me running your drafts. You'll have the commish running your drafts. That's all the good stuff. I mean, come be a part of the family. It's the best way to play fantasy football. We do it right here. And, yeah, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel, and we will see you next time.
One last word. James White, also from that high school. And did he win a Super Bowl MVP? Because he should have that one year.
No, I don't think he did.
I think
but
they give it to Brady still,
Yeah,
didn't they?
he should have. He
James
went off
White,
that
low-key Super Bowl MVP.
Yeah,
Also
in my
from-
heart. Super
Also
Bowl
from
MVP.
St. Thomas Aquinas out in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Shout out to all you Florida
Yeah.
residents out there.
Big shouts.
Yeah.
Shout out to James White, too. I
Yeah,
love James
yeah.
White.
All
All right, we'll see you next time, everybody.
Thanks for listening.
Good night.